going on? I'm AnokhiTheOne, back with another video. And in this video, I will be talking about energy vampires. And I'll be touching on millennial dating and different things like that. And things I feel about love, which I haven't really talked too much about on this channel. Just because I feel like my feelings and thoughts about love are very different, which may be a good thing. Who knows? But this is actually a reply to somebody who commented on one of my videos or one of my posts on Instagram. Shout out to Mike, who left the comment, and the quote that I made says, "It's impossible to have a happy relationship if you never catch feelings, because happiness is a feeling." Okay, happiness is a feeling. Okay, so he commented underneath that, and I'll touch on that a little bit. So that seems logical when you put it in that way, right? How can you have a happy relationship if you never catch feelings when happiness is a feeling? We are living in backwards world. I really feel this is why I have been strayed away from social media and different things like that, because between 2020 2021 I just can't deal, and I'm really better for it. I like, my life has just been like that since I retreated from social media, retreated from a lot of things, retreated from people. Like, we talking about energy vampires. That's why I was hype. I gotta make a video. I finally feel inspired to make a video, right? Retreated myself from a lot of energy vampires and different things like that, and creating boundaries. Like, gotta create. I had a burp coming. I've been drinking juice, sipping on juice. Grape juice, not gin and juice, the grape and the juice. Okay, but anyway, I literally just lost my whole thought pattern. I don't remember what I was talking. Oh, retreating from a lot of things, creating boundaries around a lot of different things, and my life in a short amount of time. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna make a whole video about it's just been crazy. But anyway, it's impossible to have a happy relationship if you don't catch feelings when happiness is a feeling. Happiness is a feeling. We're in backwards world. Most people, what they want is a happy, loving relationship. Guess what? Happiness and love are both mainly things that you feel. You gotta feel happiness. You feel love. You don't think love, you feel love. You don't think happiness, you feel happiness, right? We have been in backwards world. They have trained us to make the idea, right? Have the idea that for somehow we can achieve ultimate happiness in an ultimate loving relationship without having no feelings attached. When it is a feeling. That's what's crazy. They have got y'all to think that the way to wealth and financial stability is to spend all your damn money. Spend your money on this, spend your money on that. Give me your money here, give me your money there. That's how you become rich. How? When you get all your money gone? How when I'm giving you all my money? How is it how? I'm telling you, we in backwards world. We're in backwards world. We're in backwards world. You cannot have a happy, loving relationship without no feelings. I never hear people say this. This is basic common sense. This is common sense. Common sense. Even when I wrote it, I was like, wow, you can't have that. This is common sense. What happened? What had happened that have us thrown off like this, right? There's this idea that we can, you see, or that maybe we don't need love, we don't need happiness. That's not what we need. And you know what? Religion has made a I can really pinpoint a lot of this stuff to religion. And people talk about how they got so many black women talking about, all I love is Jesus. All I need is Jesus. Jesus is my husband. There's some weird throw off ideas out here when it comes to religion. I'm gonna just be honest. I was talking to my grandma, and I have studied the Bible. I was talking to my grandma. She was talking about Abraham is God's. He was the only true one in the Bible. And I said, Grandma, do you know Abraham married his sister? They had children together. Out of all the women in the kingdom of the world, why he chose his sister? What? Y'all, this is weird. And she got quiet. She's like, well, they did do some weird stuff. They did some weird stuff back then. We doing weird stuff now. And that religious stuff, a lot of it is just be some weird stuff. We have to think about that. We're supposed to meditate on stuff. Okay? Even if there's truth in the Bible, there's truth in religion, there's truth in all these different things. We're supposed to meditate on it internally. People want to talk about the Holy Spirit and all this other stuff. That ain't nothing but intuition. That's the same thing. Okay, you could have a different word for it. It's the same thing. Okay, but it's something internal. Okay, it's inside you. Your feelings are inside you, and then there may be external things that stimulate things that go on inside you. But the only thing that's real is the things that you feel. Right? Somebody could cuss you out, and you have the choice to feel different ways, however you feel. But however you feel is how you feel. That's you. That's your internal experience, right? Just like the analogy or the thing I was saying with money, right? Your gut. If somebody's constantly telling you, just give me all your money, that's theft. That's a robber. Give me all your money, you're going to be rich. That's what society tells us all the time. That is a scam. Same thing with these relationship advice. Rarely do they talk about love. Rarely do they talk about, date. When they talk about dating and relationship advice, rarely do they ever talk about the feeling that's in the pit of your stomach when you talk to this person, when you meet this person, the feeling you get, the safety that you feel. They don't talk about that. They talk about, are they making six figures? Are they 6'5"? Are they are they a 10, a 9, a 7? This is what they talk about. Okay, is the 10 gonna make you happy? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, do you love this 10? There are some 5s you love, and because your boys talk bad about her, you dissed her for what you thought was a 9 or 10, and now you're miserable because she got you going through hell on earth, right? Me, I'd rather have experience where I feel like I'm on heaven on earth. Heaven on earth. What's that song? That's what I'm trying to have, right? You could be a 3, a 10, a 9. I'd rather you be a 10 or a 9. You know what I'm saying? I'm superficial. I'm an Aries. But at the same time, the most important thing for me, truly, is how do I feel in this person's presence, right? So I'm rambling. Okay, I'm supposed to be answering this question. I ain't even told you what the question is yet, but this is all a part of it. You feel me? So his question is, how do you hide your happiness from energy vampires, right? How do you hide your happiness from energy vampires? Now, I'm not going to say I have the answer, but my thought process, when he said that, all kind of things came to my mind, because it's like, why would you want to hide your happiness from anybody, right? And to me, it's not so much of hiding your happiness from a certain type of person. It's just knowing what type of people you can share certain experiences with, right? Most people aren't energy vampires on all subjects, right? Usually people have, a certain amount of subjects that they're energy vampires around. If somebody's not feeling too good about their situation financially, well, talking about how you just made $100,000 yesterday, they're not going to be feeling that. They're not going. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to feel it. And even if they do feel it, they're going to be like, oh yeah, I feel it. Could you give me 500,000? The next time you get another 100,000. So you have to know and observe. That goes from observing and also using your intuition. Like I talk about internal feelings. To me, the internal feelings have been more real and more true than anything outside of me. Any thought that I try to have. Okay, that's what when I talk about how my life has changed, it has been me tapping into my feminine intuition and putting action behind what my intuition is telling me, what my gut is telling me, what my feelings is telling me, emotional intelligence. Okay, putting action behind that, right? So use your intuition, use your gut feeling, okay? And not, even if you don't even have to use your gut feeling for that. Just your experience. What is your experience? Every time people have experience, they get quick to tell somebody else. Well, and somebody else will fool around and say, man, you tripping. I don't know what you're talking about. That's good advice. They just love you. No. What I felt, you're talking down on what I'm trying to do, and I don't feel good about it. And I felt like I was feeling good before you came and told me and snatched my energy up. And now you didn't share it with somebody else, and now they snatch your energy too. Trust thyself. Know thyself. Trust your intuition. I'd rather be wrong. That's the other thing. I'd rather be wrong following my intuition and my internal feelings than be wrong listening to somebody else. That's worse to me. So when it comes to energy vampires and stuff like that, it's a matter of creating boundaries. Some people, you could just cut out your life. Why y'all got all these? Some of these people, y'all just need to cut. Snip, snip. Just cut them. Cut them. Sounds harsh, but at the end of the day, this is your life. This is your life. At the end of the day, you have to live your life. We don't know how long we're going to be living in this life. Okay. Life can be super short. It can be long. It can be short. But either way, I'm not trying to live a long life with no energy vampire. No way. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. But yeah. And if you can't cut them completely, cut the time short. Cut it short. Cut it short. And spend your time and energy with people who build you up, who make you feel good, who make you feel happy. If you're not happy, they making you feel happy. How come we don't talk about those people? We don't spend a lot of energy and time talking about those people. People always want to talk about narcissists. They want to talk about energy vampires. All of us have people in our lives or know people who make us happy, who make us feel good and joy. But sadly, those people don't get a good rap. There's not as much drama around those type of people. It doesn't make for, a movie that we like to create for ourselves with drama and extraness, right? But there are people who make us feel at peace when we have an anxiety and going through, right? Instead of saying, how do I hide my happiness from energy vampires, figure out, how do I spend more time with people who can share who I can share my happiness with and who are going to be happy for me? How do I spend more time with those people? Simple. See, if you ask a different question, right? How do I hide versus how do I express? You don't have to hide your happiness from energy vampires if you don't spend time with energy vampires. The husband on energy vampires. And then when you see and feel people who genuinely care about you, because it's weird, like I said, we're in backwards world. There are people that genuinely care, love you, treat you nice. It's like what they say about the nice guys, but sometimes nice guys can be manipulative. Did I say manipulative as well, and just in a different way, right? There's people who are not nice guys, bad boys. It's not even in between. It's some other stuff. There's people who are genuine, like bad boys and the nice guy archetype. Both of those sides are not genuine. They're both pretending to be something that they're not, so they can get something, so they can manipulate, right? But there are people out there who are naturally genuine or who have worked on themselves to allow their true selves to shine and to be genuine and to genuinely care about people and love people, right? And those people, you don't ever hear about them. The people don't even talk about them, right? How do I find my soul tribe? How do I find those people who are for me, who are holding me accountable for the things that I want to do? And then that's the other side. Sometimes we keep energy vampires around because it's a form of procrastination. We know, like, people talk about the fear of failure. The fear of success is huge as well. I've experienced a lot of that. And journaling has helped me figure out that sometimes I keep myself around people who I know are going to shoot down my dreams, or shoot down my relationships, or shoot down, even if I'm thinking about somebody to get in a relationship, they're going to come and shoot it down, because deep down, I'm afraid that this could be successful. So I go to my reliable energy vampire so they can sabotage my success. Most people don't talk about that. Most people don't realize that that's what they're doing, but it's a habit. It's a way to stay in the same place. But when you get to the point where you're ready, when you done with that, when you're tired of it, then you're going to start to ask a different question. How can I spend more time with people who build me up, who have my back? Only spend time. I don't care if I got to be by myself. That's what I'm saying. I cut everybody off. Everybody. If all I got is me and I got my back, we good. Let's go. Let's keep it moving. You feel like you somebody, they're not, okay, see ya. I'm good by myself. I'm good in my own company. I got my back. I got my ancestors. I got spirit guides. I got guardian angels that have my back, that's protecting me, like, for real. For real. For real. When you dealing with a chosen one, somebody that's protected spiritually, physically on this earth, but also spiritually, which is even deeper, you even have a raggedy thought about me in your head, and you gon' stub your toe or something. Literally, you're going to stub your toe. Something gonna happen. Somebody gonna cuss you out while you driving. My ancestors is fire. I'm gonna just tell you that now. So watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. But it's real. So yeah, like, my energy is very potent because I spend a good amount of time by myself, and I have fun by myself. I have good time. I might need to make a whole video of just about that, because, like, and then when I go and talk to people, there's so many people that's so uninteresting. I could tell some of the people who don't ever spend any type of time, like, their whole entire lives by themselves, enough to develop some type of personality and some kind of skills or some kind of something just boring. That's a whole nother. I'm rambling. I ain't been on camera in a minute. I ain't talked to y'all in a while, so I got to catch up. But anyway, yeah, that's just what I think about energy vampires. Don't hide your happiness for nobody. Just keep it to yourself. It sounds like hiding, but it's not. It's protecting. There's a difference between hiding and protecting. You don't have to hide from people. That's like you hiding from people that, like, the enemy, when they don't have to be around you. There's people who, you know, they let the enemy come all up and through their house, but they're ready to shoot somebody on their team. You're ready to shoot somebody on your team because you're not listening to your internal wisdom and guidance and feelings. Right? You're just thinking it makes sense. Okay, this person is my mother. This person is my father. This person is my cousin. It makes sense for them to have my back. It makes sense, even though in your feelings, your intuition, your actual experience is telling you, no, they don't have your back. They have their back. You should have yours, right? And there could be somebody that you don't even know that's having your back, that's on your team, and because your enemy over here that's logically supposed to be your friend, that's logically supposed to have your back, is not having your back. They'll tell you to shoot your teammate. This is deep stuff. This is spiritual. That's why you have to use your intuition. You have to use your feelings. How does this person make me feel? People have made that seem like it's stupid. No, that's genius. If you want to feel good, why would you not listen to your feelings? You're going to listen to the infomercial. You're going to listen to an infomercial, a YouTube ad tell you what's going to make you happy. They can't even see you. And y'all be listening to these. Come on. Listen to your feelings. Listen to your intuition. Observe your experience. Tally it up. Strike 1, strike 2, strike 3, strike 4, strike. What are you doing here? Okay? And of course, have compassion. People are going through some things that you will never understand or experience. That's beautiful. You should have compassion. I believe in forgiveness. I'm a very forgiving person, but at the same time, you have to forgive yourself. You have to protect yourself. You have to honor yourself and acknowledge yourself and have your own back. You can't have somebody else's back more than you have your own back. Because at the end of the day, you can't even show up for that person. And there's people you're trying to cut for, you're trying to save them. They have to save themselves. And when you snatch your energy back, a lot of times they figure it out. And sometimes they come back correct. That's beautiful. If you don't snatch your energy back, you don't even give these people the chance to come correct, because you're training them on how to treat you incorrectly. Right? So that's all I got. I need you to like, subscribe, comment. If you're on Instagram, save it, share it, like it, comment. Okay? And I'll see you on the next video.